Hey everybody, welcome to John's Guitar Lounge. I'm Johnny Stewart, and as promised last week, I'm going to teach you how to play your favorite guitar licks using hammer-ons and pull-offs. Just the one hand. Remember, you've still got a few more days to enter into my contest to win a free 1-hour one-on-one video lesson with me. I'll randomly draw the winner on Saturday live at the NAMM show. And remember, I'll be live at the NAMM show, the biggest musical instrument convention in the world. So for all that, for the contest and more information about the NAMM show, I'm going to have a link right here, right now in this video that you can click to see that video. And I'll also put a link at the very end of this video. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you'll get alerted every time I do a live stream next week at the NAMM show and every time I post a new video, because I post new lesson videos every single week. So now let's get started learning some of your favorite riffs and licks using hammer-ons and pull-offs. Alright, so I'm going to teach you how to play that famous riff from Paranoid that Tony Iommi played in Black Sabbath. Now, it's actually much easier than you might think. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking our index finger and we're going to make a short bar at the 7th fret, starting at our A string. And basically we just want to press down on those 3 strings. So basically starting with our A string, and then our D string, and then our G string. And we're going to bar across all those 3 strings at the 7th fret. And to start that riff, we're going to play a power chord. I have videos on power chords, so I'm going to link those here and check those out if you don't know how to play power chords yet. But if you already know how to play a power chord, if you just want to power through this lesson, here we go. We're going to take these 2 fingers, and you don't have to tuck these other fingers back. I'm just doing that to show you for right now. Then for the first chord, that power chord, we're going to take our ring finger and we're going to put that on both the D string and the G string, both at the 9th fret. So the start of that riff goes like this. And play that over a few times and notice the syncopation. Then once you feel comfortable with that part, then you can move on to the next part of the riff. And that is where we start to do the hammer-ons and pull-offs. Now, I've got a whole video from last week on hammer-ons and pull-offs, which you can watch if you don't know how to do them at all yet. But if you do, and if you saw that video, then here is what we're going to do. We're going to just still be using just our index finger and our ring finger, but we're going to leave our index finger right in place, still holding down all 3 of those strings, the A string, the D string, and the G string. And that's because we're going to be hammering on, using our ring finger to hammer on at the 9th fret on our D string, and then also hammering on at our 9th fret of our G string. I'm going to go really slowly now and show you the whole thing really slowly, and watch what my picking hand is doing and isn't doing, and watch what these fingers are doing. And I'm going to try to tuck this back if I can actually play that way so that I can show you what I'm doing with all these fingers. But you don't have to tuck these fingers back. Just leave them out there and just know that you're just using these 2 fingers, your index finger and your ring finger, for this riff. So here's the whole riff really slowly. So if you can see what we're doing there, we're playing with our pick for those first 3 like crunchy notes. And then for the next part of the riff, we're taking our ring finger right off for the next note. So we're going to play with our pick, D string at the 7th fret with our index finger barred, then hammer on to the 9th fret with our ring finger. Then we're going to do the exact same thing with the next string over, the G string, the next higher string. And we're going to pick the G string again with our index finger holding it at the 7th fret with that bar, and then hammer on to the 9th fret. And we're going to do that twice, so it'll sound like... Now just play it with me. Pick, hammer on, pick, hammer on, pick, hammer on, pick, hammer on. So to learn this lick, play this part of the video over as many times as you need to, play it along with me, and you will get it. Hit the like button on this video so YouTube will push it out to more people so they can learn from it too. So now I'm going to show you a technique that was made famous by players like Jimi Hendrix, and Stevie Ray Vaughan used it a lot, and other players like that. And like some, high gain, heavy blues or blues rock types of riffs. Like you can hear Hendrix play it in Foxy Lady in the solo, where he goes. So that's the sort of riff I want to teach you right now because that is so useful in so many types of songs. So I'm just going to show you. You can do this on any string, and like in Foxy Lady, for instance, Hendrix would use it a lot in the solo. So like right after like the, you know, the "Ooh, Foxy Lady." Like in the solo, he would start doing this and do like a whole lot of antics and jump around and roll around and things like that, and then do a lot of sustain, and you can do that really well with a lot of high gain. And so with Jimmy like rolling around and jumping around and all that, it might look really complicated, but it's really not, and I'm going to show you right now how that's done. You can do it on basically any string, and you can do it in a couple different ways. So one way you can do it is if you want to start with a really hard attack, then you can start using your pick, just like this, on the open string, and for right now, if we're playing in the key of E and we want to do the flat 7 up to the root, then what we'll do is we'll start with the flat 7 and we'll downstroke, or you can upstroke too, but probably downstroke for that hard attack on the open string, and then you're just taking your index finger and just hammering on. And you want to be precise. You might hit some other strings and stuff when you're trying to do it and learning, and that's okay. But once you learn this technique, you go right on to just that D string at the 2nd fret. And you'll be able to do it faster. Now you're going to want to hold on to your guitar neck fairly firmly, but not like, you know, squeezing it and trying to pop the headstock off, but at least enough to just get leverage using your thumb. Look, I'm going to start from silence. I've got my pick right here. I'm doing all this with just my left hand, just that index finger. And same thing on the G string and the B string and the E string, and also on the A string and also on the low E string. So you can do that anywhere you want to like that. You can also do it up a fret. So let's say you've got your E as the root, and instead of going up just one whole step, you want to play a minor third. Guess what? You can do the same thing, and same thing on any string. And you can also do that with your middle finger or your ring finger. And you're probably going to freak out, but guess what? You can even do that with your pinky finger. So I say you practice it with your pinky finger and build up your strength in your pinky, so that way, and look, I'm doing all that just with my pinky and my ring and my index fingers, without picking with my pick at all. So now for the third lick, I want to show you that you can play virtually any solo or any lead with just your fretting hand and not your picking hand. I'm going to show this right here. It's in real time. I'm going to show you my pick right here, and it's nowhere near the strings. In fact, I'm going to put it right up here at the top of the guitar so you can see that I'm not anywhere near the strings with this hand. So what I'm trying to show you there is your pick can add things in, like some more attack and all that. Hear how there's more attack when I use the pick? But you don't even really have to have two hands to play the guitar, because all you need is your fretting hand, especially once you build up your strength in your fingers. And also, a pro tip, set your gain a little bit higher than you might otherwise set it on your amplifier or on your pedals. And look, this is just with my left hand. See, my pick is nowhere near the guitar. So build up that finger strength, and you will be able to do all that stuff anywhere on the neck. Down the neck, up the neck, on the high, light strings, or on the low, heavy strings. And that is a good exercise to do, to stretch out your hand and to build strength in all these fingers. And it even works with bends. See, this hand over here is doing nothing, and I'm hammering on really hard here with my ring finger at the 15th fret, and then I'm just doing that bend up a whole step. And then on the way back down, I'm pulling off using this finger. Again, this hand's doing nothing over here, and I'm using that ring finger to pull off then bend up, then bend back down to the 15th fret. Now, if you want some more attack on that bend, you can use your pick for that bend if you want to. So see, we've got our ring finger up here on the 15th fret at the B string, and you can pick it, but then take your hand right off, and you can still go down, and then pull off. See, pick, pull off, pick, pull off, pick, pull off. And that's probably a really good exercise for you to do anyway, just to practice hammer-ons, pull-offs, and bends all at the same time. Subscribe to my channel so you see all my new guitar lesson videos as soon as I post them. And remember, next week, see all the live videos, live concerts, interviews with guitar players and guitar builders, and all sorts of amazing stuff live from the NAMM Show in Anaheim, California. The biggest musical instrument convention in the world. Take care, everybody. See you next time right here in John's Guitar Lounge.